Welcome to the Senior Tribute Show. I'm your host, Erin Kruder, here with my co-host, Sean Kruder. And we're here today to interview some very special seniors of the class of 2025. But before we begin, we are seniors as well. You can see by our senior jerseys. So what are your thoughts on your senior year? How do you feel about graduating?
Well, it was a good year. Went by a little too fast, and I think about it, but I'm happy to be done. It's bittersweet, but it's the end of an era, and where everyone is gonna have a great rest of their lives. We're gonna do great in our future. So.
Yes, I agree. And now we're going to introduce our first two guests, our own valedictorian and salutatorian, Jesus Barrios and Alessandra Pons.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Thanks for having us.
Now I'm going to ask the first question. What are your favorite high school memories?
You want to start?
I don't have any memories.
Probably Hamilton. That was actually very unique. That whole trip was actually like once in a lifetime experience. It was so cool.
And it was front row too.
Yeah, it was very good. It was front row. I've never seen Hamilton before that. Really enjoyed it.
So what teachers would you say inspired you the most throughout your all 4 years of high school?
Probably Mr. Zyder. I had him since freshman year. Had him in pre-AP World History. And truthfully, I was failing his class, like a lot of other freshmen. But he never gave up on me, and he always told me, if I ever needed help or whatever, he was always there. And so just throughout my 4 years of high school, it's always been, I've always had his support, and it's awesome.
Journey to becoming valedictorian and going to Harvard.
I mean, yeah, like I said, I was basically failing, and obviously I wasn't even looking at Harvard. And so just having that belief in me when I didn't even believe in myself, it played a big role in seeing my potential and ultimately my success.
And you?
I think Miss L. Loicano and Mr. Zerling, because they were very good teachers, but I don't know. It's really just, I think it's a teacher that helps a lot, because if you have a good teacher, then you'll learn, but you just have to put the effort into actually learning.
Miss Loicano helped me with, we took AP Physics. I never took physics before. So special shout out to Miss Loicano. Yeah, I definitely agree with Mr. Zwirling. He's definitely contributed a lot to both our successes. So yeah.
All right. And our final question: what advice can you give to the underclassmen?
Keep trying. Just don't be bad. I don't know. But keep trying to be good and don't fail. I don't know.
I would say don't think that something's impossible, and that always dream big. As I mentioned before, I wasn't looking at Harvard at all. I would have never imagined having any of the success, and so just always dreaming big and always believing yourself. You could do big things.
And when you guys found out that you were a valedictorian, salutatorian, how did you guys feel? Did you always have that in mind, or was it a shock to you?
Not for me, I don't know. No, it was a shock because I was like, oh. Because, I remember the year before my guidance counselor told me that I was, 6th, and I was like, oh, that's fine. So I was like, and then I came again, and she was like, oh, you're number 2. And I was like, I don't know what I did.
Competition was very fierce. It was by no means easy. I had similar experience. I was top 4 in sophomore year, and so I already thought I was out of it. I mean, obviously I still tried, and ultimately I pushed from 4 to 1, so it's nice.
Yep. Congratulations on all your accomplishments.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now we introduce our next two guests, the president and vice president of the class of 2025, Adonis Lyons and Tiffany Asbell.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi. This is cool. I never been on. I never been on a podcast before.
So, what was your guys' experience being a part of the class cabinet the past 2 years?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You want to go or?
It's definitely been fun. It was a lot of work. Really working because we've had different advisors our whole way through. So, it was a lot of work getting adjusted to having one advisor 1 year, but we continue to push through to make big things happen for our class.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a lot of work. Me being the president, you have to deal with the class of 2025, which is probably
rough.
very hard-headed class. It's a lot of work, but I wouldn't trade any of it. I don't think. I feel like all the things that we've did, everything that we've accomplished.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, we're at the point where we're finishing each other's sentences, so we've been pretty down-packed with our whole schedule and routine.
Yeah.
How did you guys go into senior year this year, trying to make it special? And, like, what was your plan? I know you guys did a great job this year with all the events that you guys set up and everything, but what was your goal ultimately for this year?
You only live once. I plan from last year. I've told the senior class I plan to have the best senior year in history, which we did. We did a lot of things. So I really I didn't like that word no. I never took the word no from the senior class, and when I did have to hear the word no, I fought tooth and nail to hear the word yes. So
Yeah.
definitely just fighting for the senior class.
Yeah, we just wanted to make it really memorable.
Yeah.
Do things that we haven't done before or the school hasn't seen before, and make new norms for
Yeah.
the upcoming seniors and the upcoming classes ahead of us, so they can also enjoy their years here.
So we set the bar, and it's up
we
to
set
everybody
it really
else.
high.
And we just want to make the school back to what school should be. Everybody comes to school, they think they're bigger than the program, but you're not bigger than the program because essentially, we are the program. So
Yeah.
And another question for you guys: what's your favorite high school memory from the past 4 years?
There's so many. What do you think?
I mean, we've done a lot.
We've done a lot.
We've been in 2 separate clubs as president and vice president, and we kind of took over the school spirit in that sense. So we've had a lot of very fun memories, but I definitely would say my top 2 are definitely Kalahari.
Kalahari was amazing.
Senior trip was
Fun trip.
amazing. And for my number 1, I got to give it to Steve Harvey.
I was gonna say the same
Gotta
thing.
give it to Steve
Family
Harvey.
Feud.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. I also liked hosting the Battle of the Classes for a few years in a row. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
See all the school spirit, see everybody come together. Sorry. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
'Cause
Great
it's the-
memories.
Yeah. And
'Cause
we've got
we-
one more.
Yeah. One more tonight.
Yep.
This afternoon.
Senior's last ride.
Yeah.
Tune in today, later on. Will broadcasting
1
be
p.m.?
there? Oh, broadcasting will be there, so you heard it.
Yep.
So what do you guys see yourself in 5 years, like leaving high school as a president, class president? You could see yourself in some sort of same role or just anywhere else. Where do you guys see yourself?
Hopefully, I hope to see myself in a position of leadership. I want to, own my own business one day. So hopefully, that will come true. But yeah, go to college, get my degree, and be an entrepreneur.
Penn State?
Yes, we are.
Honestly, I plan to go to school for a long time. I plan to be a superintendent for schools. So in 5 years, hopefully, I'll be working on my master's degree so I could become a principal somewhere.
Hire him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you
It's
guys.
great goals, and we hope you accomplish that, and you certainly have the ability to do so.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks.
Means a lot, buddy.
Yes, thank you for all the hard work you put in
Thank
to
you.
making our senior year memorable.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
It's been great.
If it means a lot hearing it from the seniors.
It really does, because we
think-
put in a lot of
Yeah.
work behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys did a lot of work, and happy and thankful for you guys, and
Thank you.
it's our last day, so hopefully
Thank you. Yes.
And us off with a bang later for Battle
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
Classes.
if listen.
We will walk out with that
Listen,
trophy.
you already know how I rep the class of 2025. If we don't win,
We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Go off with a bang.
yeah, we're
Yes.
definitely going out with the bang.
All right,
Yes.
again, thank you guys.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and our next guest, we have another member of the class cabinet, Melody Cawley, the secretary, and the president of the yearbook club, Giovanni.
What's up, Melody?
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good. So, what's been your favorite part about senior year?
I'm gonna let you answer that first.
I really like how our class came together and like aside of all of our differences, like we all came together and we made sure we had the best time that we could have.
Yeah, I would say that it was a lot of. I wasn't expecting the class to come together as much as we did for this year, and I like that.
And this question's for you, Melody. What was your experience being a part of the class cabinet?
It was really fun, like being able to collaborate and make sure that the senior class had a lot of fun events planned. And I ran Senior Assassin, which was also very fun. So yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
And you, Giovanni, what was it like running the yearbook club? We just got yearbooks today. They turned out great. What was that
Thank you.
experience like?
It was a lot of work, a lot of work. But it was fun. I had a good time taking pictures and collaborating with different clubs, different advisors, different sport teams. It was a good time. I had a good time. It's a lot of work though.
Yeah, and how does what was your experiences throughout not only this year, all of high school? How do you feel about like the past 4 years, and what are you excited to look back on and move forward?
The past 4 years has been a lot. I've developed a lot. I've changed a lot, and I'm glad to look back and to see where I started and now where I'm at now.
Oh,
that's a
Melody.
question
Like you said, I feel like I've changed a lot. I've matured a lot. But my 4 years here, they were very nice, very fun, lots of ups, a few downs, but just keep pushing.
Yep.
And what advice can you guys give to the underclassmen?
I would say start like your college prep as early as you can. Start to figure out like where you want to go, what you want your essay topic to be, who you want to write your letters of recommendation. Start to like have that all figured out so that by the time it's September and your senior year, you're not like stressing and trying to cram everything in because it's gonna be a lot. So just make sure you plan everything out really well.
Yes, I will piggyback off of that. Make sure you have everything. Make sure you take the first 3 years in high school very seriously because that will affect, your senior year and how it goes for you. So please take those 3 years seriously, definitely.
And what are you most looking forward to about college, about your future? You go in Kentucky and Morgan State, right?
Yes.
I can't wait to go to college. I can't wait to develop more. I can't wait to start to get into my career as well. I'm ecstatic about that.
I'm very excited to be going away from everything. I feel like I'll be able to start like a new life in a way. I'm very excited to see where like my path takes me and everything that I'm going to accomplish within my college journey.
All right, thank you guys so much. It was
Thanks.
so fun having you guys on here. And our next guest is
Melody.
our student government president, Michael Pacheco.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
How are you?
Doing pretty well.
So you're president of student government
Yeah.
this year, and running all those events, the blood drives, everything else. What was that experience like? How do you feel doing that?
Definitely a lot of pressure. Obviously, I was glad to work with the New York Blood Center so we can host our blood drives. Definitely, since New York State is low on blood, Definitely with other events such as our Spirit Weeks, Family Feuds, Battle Classes, those were definitely super fun. Definitely had a lot of students engaged. Obviously, it was a bit stressful having them planned out, but in the end, we were able to get them done, and I'm very proud how well they went.
So what was your favorite high school memory? Not only with the student council, but the past 4 years. What would you say you look back on the most and is your favorite memory?
Personally, what I would say is my favorite memory is Awareness Weekend. Definitely, that was the closest I've got to many students, especially if I'm being part of student council. It's just super well to get to know everybody, not just on a high school basis, but like everybody acted super different compared to in school. Everybody was super different Awareness Weekend. Everybody was much more connected. I got to see people on a different level, and it was just a great experience overall.
And so what teachers inspired you the most throughout your high school career?
Definitely high school-wise. Definitely Amityville-wise, Mr. Grice and Miss Wilshire. Obviously, out of school, I plan on going to architecture. My tech teacher, Miss Mancini, she was a great teacher. She definitely influenced me to do way better. She obviously had a lot of hope for me. She definitely knows I'm going to do well out of school. And, yeah, she was a very important figure in high school.
So where do you see yourself after high school? Like, what's your plans, and what are you most looking forward to?
So I definitely plan on going to college for architecture. I believe after I graduate, I'll definitely try to get my license. Definitely go work for a firm, get obviously experience, and hopefully one day open my own firm. And yeah.
Big goals.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah, of course. It was great doing this.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And now our next guests, Alana Henry and Janiyah Randolph. Welcome, guys.
Your name?
Hey, guys. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I see you're wearing your Athlete of the Year sash, which you won at the Sports Award. 3-sport athlete here. Can you tell us about your experience being on 3 sports teams throughout high school?
It was like really different, like having to adapt to each team, but it was also really easy for me to like jump back into it as like sports are like all connected. So yeah.
You were both on the volleyball team.
Yes,
Right?
we're both our hitters, outside hitter and middle hitter. Yes.
So what was your favorite memory from both of you playing sports? What was your favorite memory from playing sports all 4 years of high school?
Well, for me, honestly, I would just say like the school spirit, like especially with Warrior Nation, like when we were younger, that was a great source of like school spirit. And I really just enjoyed traveling, going on tournaments, and playing with other schools.
Mine was probably Dig Pink because that event like included like majority of the school. We had like students dressing up as mascots. We had the pep band, and it was just immersed with everybody.
What advice can you guys give to the underclassmen, especially the ones that you play sports with and that have to take over the team next year when you guys are gone?
Okay, well, I would just say just focus on your grades and just don't be lazy in your first few years of high school, because if you're lazy now, you'll end up like graduating late, and that's just extra school for no reason. So just lock in from right now.
Mine would be probably the same thing. Just don't slack off, and also don't let anyone discourage you, whether it's coaches, teammates, friends, family. Don't let them discourage you. Push for yourself to be who you want to be.
Yeah, so where do you guys see yourself in 5 years or right after high school, going to FIT in Farmingdale, playing all 2 sports? How do you guys feel, and what are you looking forward to?
Okay, so in 5 years, I see myself graduated from college already, and then I want to start up my business because I want to be in a role of leadership. Just like Tiffany said, like I want to be in a role of leadership, and I see myself just starting my business. And everyone who's watching this will be able to get my clothes when that's done. So, yeah.
Mine probably would be, I don't know, I'd probably be still in the sports area, whether it's directing, if it's coaching, training, anything, like just somewhere in the sports area.
All right, thank you guys so much. I wish you all the best
Thank you.
Thank
in
you.
college.
Yep.
Thank you. You
And now
too.
our next Our next guests are Paola Flores and Lizette Acosta, both members of the Top 10. And once again, this is our senior tribute show. I'm Erin Kruder, here with Sean Kruder. And yeah, we're here. So, how are you guys doing?
Good. I'm doing great.
Right. So, what are your guys' favorite high school memories?
I got to see Hamilton, and I got to see Lin-Manuel Miranda live, which was actually really cool. I did that for Triam, and I was like so geeked. I was like, oh my god, like that's Lin, like. But that was definitely my favorite.
My favorite high school memory has to be recently senior awards. It was like such a pleasure getting to meet people who sponsored my education and seeing my friends dress so nicely. Getting to hear about other people's accomplishments, like wow, class of 2025, we really did that. We're up there. I think we're setting a good example for future underclassmen, and I'm proud of that.
So what was your favorite memory from senior year? Like, what made this year so special for you guys?
I think the whole journey was probably my favorite moment. I don't think there was one specific pinpoint moment. I think all of it just made it a very memorable one.
To piggyback off of what Zet said, there wasn't like a specific moment, but it was certain events. Like I kind of recognized that everything was the end, and I took comfort in that. I was like, wow, this is the moment. Everything's leading up to this, and I just enjoyed everything.
So you guys were very involved, whether it be in clubs, honor societies, whatnot. What was your favorite thing that you were involved in?
Mine was probably, this is so hard. You asked me the most difficult question because I was president for two of them. So I'm going to have to say those. Obviously, I was part of Honor Society and Key Club, and they both are very good volunteering programs. And I think they were just so fun with some of the best people I've met so far. So yeah, probably those two.
I really liked the National Art Honor Induction Ceremony and the National Honor Society ceremony because at the end of the day, we blew out the candles as a group and it was like our own little celebration with the officers. I want to say Key Club too, just because we have our annual Flapjack fundraiser and we donate to a lot of good causes. And I don't know, I just really feel proud and I find comfort in giving back to the community.
So, what do you guys see yourself in the future?
I see myself very successful and very involved in wherever I go. I think I know whatever I do as I will try my hardest. So I know I will do as good as I can.
I would say I see myself empowering others. I want to be a stepping stone in other people's success. I would want to say I want to work with like marginalized communities, focus more on providing opportunities and not discouraging other people.
All right, thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure having you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
And now our next guests, both members of the Drama Club, Madeline Martinez and April Kenny.
Yeah, you're supposed to put the head.
So how are you guys doing?
Good.
Put it on your head. Pull it back or something. I don't know. Like,
She's got it. She's got it.
Oh, good. Oh.
Just don't get paint on it.
Oh my god. Oh, I definitely got paint. Oh, I hear myself in the ears.
So yes, our
Oh.
first
That's how headphone
question.
works.
You're painted green. What's that about?
Chill. Okay, guys, you know I like to go out with a bang, so I painted myself green for the last day of school because, like, why not? Why not? Yeah. Is that the
Yeah.
camera I'm looking at, bro?
Yeah,
Okay,
that is
why
the
not?
camera.
Be you. Be free. Be weird.
Yes.
The world needs more weird. Wink, 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 wink.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what was it like being parts of the Drama Club productions the past couple of years, and what was your favorite memory from those?
Bro, you want to answer first?
So it was definitely, I'm very glad to be part of Drama Club. I think it's a very good experience that I had. I met most of my friends that I have today through it, so it's very fun. It's a way to like express yourself type of thing. So yeah, and probably one of the favorite memories is like doing tech rehearsals, and like even though we didn't like it at the time, but it's like funny because we just had like a bunch of fun together, like yelling at each other and like running like across the stage and stuff like that, just like being like kids and stuff like that. So yeah, probably.
What-
So?
Wait, is it my turn to answer?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Oh my god.
What's your favorite like memory, favorite part of drama club? the past
Oh
couple
my
years?
gosh, bro. Man, I can't even tell you. Actually, I can't tell you.
Oh.
So, who said oh? Okay, bro, basically my favorite part of drama club is the applause. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I love attention on the
That's good.
stage.
You love yourself.
Okay, I don't love yourself. I love attention only on the stage, bro. Like the sound of the applause, bro, makes you feel so good. Like I don't know, it's just I don't want to say egotistical. I don't know the word, chat, but it's so fulfilling. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you just have to be on the stage to like.
Yes, like when you're doing
Satisfying?
yes, when you're doing your little thing by yourself. You have to do it by yourself. Like it just feels like, you feel like Beyonce. Oh my God, yes, God, it's amazing.
All right. So, what teachers would you say inspired you the most?
You want me to go first?
Who wants to go? You go first.
You want me to go first or you?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Garcia, I know you're watching this. I love you so much. Oh my God, I don't know where I would be. I don't know who I would be without Garcia. Garcia, the music teachers. Oh my God, they will hold you down, bro. Abe and Garcia, those are my two guys. I mean, I do also have like other teachers, but Garcia is the top one, bro. He's helped me so much emotionally and just like gain my confidence back. And find like, he's always been there for me. He's like my school dad, bro. Shout out to you, bro. I love you so much.
Word. And for me, probably it would be Miss Grosso and Mr. Grice. Miss Grosso has like always like been there. She like pushed me creatively, especially with like my art. Like my art improved so much because of her. And then Mr. Grice, he just hears me rant all the time in his classroom. Like I'm literally just like ranting all the time. Like I'd be like, Mr. Grice, this is what happened. And he'd be like, no, like you have to
No,
breathe.
Word.
So, where do you guys? What's your plans for after high school, and what's your goals for the future?
Bro, okay. So everybody wants me to pursue musical theater. That's not what I'm doing, unfortunately. Well, I'm going to do it on the side. Okay, I see myself hopefully on the stage a few years into the future because that's what I like to do. But, like, it's so draining. Drama and singing and, like, it's so draining, bro. But I'm going to high school. Wrap it up. Cut the cameras. I'm going to college for paramedic training. Okay, I'm going to do that because I need a guaranteed job that will get me money. Just in case my musical career fails, right? Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do it on the side. I'm going to still pursue music, make some music, get some gigs, get a little agents. But yeah, I'm doing paramedic.
That's good. I'm going to college for psychology. So in the future, I want to get my doctorate in that. I don't know what like specific branch that I'm going into, but I just want to help people, you know, whether that's like with like people with like PTSD, children, adults and stuff like that. I just want to like help people like, you know, the way that like either like teachers have helped me, friends have helped me, how I help others. I just like really love helping others, like, you know, either get over a bad day or something like that. So yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, we're done.
Pleasure to
Thank
have.
you.
Oh my God. There goes Lizette again. Hello?
And we'll welcome up our next guests, Amari Alcindor and Aaron Daniel Days, to the stage.
Yes. Both members of the football team, right?
Amari,
And
one of the best track runners in the state.
hi guys, how are you?
I'm good.
So I want to start off by asking you, what's your favorite high school memory? I know you guys are both involved in sports, so what's your favorite memory from that?
I'll go.
You go, bro.
My favorite memory is playing football with Judah Ben Loss. It's really good. You know, he's such a great corner.
E2 corner.
Yeah, playing coverage with him is so fun. Had multiple stops. You know, great time.
My favorite memory had to be, what was it? Kings Park when we go on our first game.
That was a great time. Great win.
Yeah, great.
And Amari, how do you look back and reflect on your high school track career, and Where do you look to take it in college?
I look to become one of the top sprinters in college. I'm trying to go win NCAA championship for my team in Albany. They have a great sprint program there, and what I'm going to take from high school is all the things my coaches taught me. It was Olympic techniques, all the training, all the important stuff that I learned. Information is very important in track, and using that is going to help you get your body the best capabilities you can.
What about you, Aaron? Going to play D1 football, how do you reflect back and look at high school?
I take all the lessons Coach Epps taught me, Coach Raw taught me, implement them to my game. Yeah.
Right, so you guys are both playing sports in college. Congratulations, that's great. I want to ask you what teachers or coaches inspired you the most and helped you on your journey?
For me, Coach Johnson, Coach Hassan, Coach Epps, Coach Ra, and for my teachers, I don't really have any teachers. What you heard?
I say Coach Epps and Coach Ra. My teacher was Zyder. Zyder taught me a lot.
So where do you guys see yourself in college, after college, when playing sports? What's your goals for the future and everything like that?
My goal for the future is to get signed professionally to a big brand like Adidas or Nike or New Balance, and not just that, but be able to take everything I learned from college and high school and to be able to pass it on to future kids and be able to train them, become a coach as a side job. I'm going to go to college for computer science, so that's going to be my main job. But I still always want to be involved with athletics.
4 years, I see myself getting my degree in engineering and also declaring for the draft, becoming a pro.
And finally, what advice do you want to give to the underclassmen?
I think you should start sooner than later. Every senior has a lot of regrets, and as sooner you start, you're going to have to jump on everybody. You guys have 4 years right now for your freshmen. The quicker you start getting locked in, training, everything's going to be a blast for sports.
Lock in with your grades. Don't worry about no girls. That's all I can tell you.
All right, thank you guys. Good luck.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
And welcome up our next guests, Armando Hernandez and Luis Vergara, to the stage. Members of the baseball team who had a great season this year. Captain of the baseball team, Armando. Luis Vergara.
I feel fancy. Whoa.
So you guys are on the varsity baseball team. You
Yes.
guys had a great season. Can you tell us about that and your journey about getting to where you
Captain
went?
Armando, captain.
You said the journey to
The
get
journey,
there?
yes.
All right, so the journey. All right, basically, we knew from last year's, it was an underwhelming year last year, but we knew we were going to come back greater and better, especially having players come up like Alex Way, Mr. D1 himself. But earlier in the year, we had some struggles. We lost our first couple of scrimmages, but that didn't stop us. We had some captain moments, I guess, and after that, we were just smooth sailing from there, starting to win. Winning got comfortable for us, not every win felt like winning the World Series, I guess, from previous years. That felt like the World Series, but that was just our journey, having more fun with players and stuff, and getting to know each other better.
Morvan.
And you?
Thanks to Zyder, his coaching ways. Like he said in the beginning of the season, we didn't win that many scrimmages, but our other senior, Jeremiah, Luciano, had the whole team going, kept us laughing, kept our hopes up. That's why we finished out so strong with the 12-5 season.
Yes, sir.
So what was your favorite memory, not only from baseball, but all of high school? And
all of high school.
When you look back in high school, what are you going to think about?
When I look back on high school, I'm going to think about the moments I've made with my friends, a lot of moments with Judah Benloss, a lot of moments with my friends from Integrity Farms.
Shout out Integrity Farms.
Shout out Integrity Farms, but I just loved making memories with my friends here, especially on trips we went to the Mets game, baseball, and then,
Mets.
Kalahari and the senior walk. So, yeah. Those are my favorite memories I'll look back on.
My favorite memories either would have been Kalahari, prom, also many memories with my friends. I've knew most of them since I first got here, back in Park Avenue. Still knew, Judah Ben Loss, Matthew Victor as well. Still know some of them to this day. Hopefully still get to stay in touch with them after I graduate.
So what are you most looking forward to next year? You know, we're going up to Buffalo together.
Yes,
and,
sir.
You're following us, to Buffalo State. But what are you most looking forward to about UB next year?
I'm looking forward to living by myself, you know. I won't have any parental supervision, so hopefully I don't do anything dumb.
Do nothing
too
crazy.
Too crazy, you know, me and Sean on the bit.
I'm
looking forward to living by myself, you know, going to the Bills game with Sean.
Dolphins.
We go see a little Thursday night football action, you know.
See us jump through some tables.
Yep. We'll be there with Zerling, you know, him and his D's, but let's go. That's what I'm ready for.
The UB group chat.
Yep.
And finally, what teachers inspired you the most?
You want to go first for that? I have a lot.
All right. Teachers that inspired me the most throughout my 4 years of high school. Miss Lloyd Cano, a chemistry teacher, really inspired me to pursue chemistry and actually get into Buffalo State University. Zyder kept us pushing throughout like the whole baseball season, like really helped me change as a person too, and like overcome any challenges. Also, Saivino too helped me at math a lot, especially going to take Calc 1 in college as well.
To keep it short for me, I would be here update talking about my teachers, but the top teachers that have helped me out throughout my journey is Zyder, Zorling, Miss Shulkin, Mr. Rosario, and Ms. Dibble, and Mr. Grice. I just met him this year, but he's given me a lot of advice. But those teachers were my building blocks to becoming who I am today. I really hope to keep in touch with all of them because they really helped me throughout my entire journey, you know, college, stuff like that. So, I'm really grateful for them, especially Zwerlin, you know. We're going to go have some circus nuts after this, right? All right. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you guys. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Sean Days. Thank you, Aaron
Days. Thank you, Sean.
Good luck.
Judah
Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll have a lot of fun in Buffalo next year.
Yep, yeah, of course.
Not too much fun, though. Cardone, not too much fun.
Not too much. All right, I'll see you.
All right, and our next guest, we have Anjali Prasad.
Our last guest, I think.
Member of the top 10. And my co-captain on the tennis team. So, what was your favorite high school memory?
My favorite high school memory specifically would be, I think a Triumph field trip to the New York Philharmonic. We went and saw a professional orchestra practice their music. And yeah, that was just really fun. It was really amazing to see like the progression in music ability and just, I don't know, how we could grow to become like music like players one
Musicians.
day. Musicians one day, yep.
And being on the tennis team, being a co-captain, what was that experience like?
It was amazing. I loved the leadership aspect of it, and I love tennis, obviously. I've been playing for a really long time. And being able to be a captain was amazing because I got to teach the other players who weren't as skilled, sure, yeah, as I was, and it was just, I don't know, it was great to see them also progress as tennis players. Yeah.
So what do you what are your plans after high school? What's your goals?
So after high school, I plan on going to Case Western Reserve University, which is in Ohio. It's pretty far away.
Ohio.
Yeah, I plan on majoring in mechanical engineering and maybe aerospace. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe double major. And I don't know. I just hope to grow as a person and, I don't know, branch out, I guess, meet a lot of new people and, yeah, become more independent. Yeah, since I'll be away from home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
I want to ask you, what teachers inspired you the most?
Teachers, I would say Mr. Abate is definitely up there. Mr. Grice, Mr. Piccarelli, Mr. Abate specifically because he's the one who made me grow in music, made me become drum major, Triumph president, all of that stuff. So I would say that they were he specifically was really impactful on my music career and in my high school career.
What?
And what advice can you give to the underclassmen?
I would say that they should keep working hard, make sure that they're, locked in, getting their work done, but also having fun. Like, don't miss out on your high school career.
All right, thank you so much, Anjali.
Thank
it was
you.
a pleasure, and good luck.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, now we have here again Lizette Acosta.
So y'all already saw me and already heard me talk my piece, but thank you. It's time to have the recruiters interviewed. So, hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, this is not the question list.
Oops.
So, both of you guys have done a lot in the school year, right? So, I first want to ask you, what would you describe high school in a few words?
You go first.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, exciting, nerve-wracking, definitely, especially, coming up here as a freshman. Like, the school's so big to you, and you're just scared that, you're thinking stuff won't work out, your mind overworks you, but it comes to a point where you get better with time. So I say that, nerve-wracking, exciting, though, and, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say exciting, stressful. It was a lot. It's high school. It's not easy. It's not just you can't just flip a switch and you're done. You got to put in a lot of work, and last 4 years it's been a lot. It's work and fun, but we made it through, and I'm excited. I'm happy, and just can't wait for the future.
So, obviously, you guys are very involved. So, what was your favorite moment from this year so far? Or I guess now that it's almost over.
I'd say from this year, I got to give it to football team when we won against Kings Park this year. That was just, I'll always remember that, because the year before we lost them 62-0. We got spanked, but we came back this year, Friday Night Lights again, and we all had something to prove. We didn't want to get beat 62-0 again. So it was an amazing game. We kept going back and forth. And I think for me, that memory is just going to be in because Amityville football, we lost a lot of games. The programs went through a lot for a while. And that win was just amazing. Our coach needed it. Our players, we needed it. And I always remember that bus ride back, celebrating with the team. And just football in general. It's just an amazing sport. And driving down the field, going to score, all that feeling of being in the game. I'll never experience it again, but football is just a great sport, and that feeling of winning that game was just amazing.
I can speak to a similar experience. I played flag football, and it was my freshman year was the first time we ever had the team. So being able to say that I was on the first ever flag football team here at Amityville was just really exciting, and I had the opportunity to be a captain this year for the team, and that was really exciting for me. Stepping up to the leadership role for the team that I've been on for the past few years. I've learned from the seniors, the upperclassmen that were there when I was younger, and I took that knowledge and I tried my best to mentor the younger kids, teach them the game. And we didn't make the playoffs this year, but we did win a few games. It was a good season. I feel it was our best record that we ever had, and I remember our first game we won, and I got a touchdown. I got the first touchdown, and it was just, again, running down that field to score. It's just a really amazing feeling. And it was second half. We hadn't scored all game, and I finally put us on the scoreboard, and it was just a really nice feeling, exciting. Having your team surrounding you, cheering. Winning is just such a great feeling.
So both of you guys are in broadcasting. Aaron, you've been doing this for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Crazy. And you started this year. Yep. So this will be your last time hosting. So how do you kind of feel about that? Obviously, this is something you guys do for fun and enjoy. So,
it's exciting. I from when I was young, I love sports, and I thought doing sports broadcasting, it'd be something fun to do, and I'd be pretty good at it. And it was just fun doing it this year, the basketball games, the baseball game that we did, and it's just a lot of fun. And being up here, being able to host this show, talk to some of my friends and classmates and just talk about the last 4 years, and it's bittersweet. You know, it's our last day of high school ever, but yeah, you know, I'm excited. Hopefully I'll continue doing sports broadcasting in college. You know, I don't want it to just be the 1 year on one and done. You know, I want to continue it as a passion because, you know, it's something I love to do. So.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like, yeah, I've been doing this for 3 years, and it's not something that I ever expected that I would do. You know, I've never been too into watching sports, and I really don't know why I joined. Like, it was on a whim. I saw at the club fair, our advisor, Mr. Grice, is my tennis coach, so I already knew him. I was like, you know, why not join? You know, for fun. I needed some more. I wanted to join clubs, and I don't regret that decision at all. It's one of the best decisions I ever made. Being in this club the past 3 years has been one of my favorite experiences in high school, and it's brought me so many things, so many friends, lessons learned. It's really helped my public speaking and just, like, you know, talking in general, and it's you know, I've learned so much from it, and being able to say I was the first female sports broadcaster, you know, play-by-play commentator, that was a really fun experience, and, like, learning how to do that, you know, it's not something I want to do professionally, but, like, just that industry is not very populated with girls. Like, there's not a lot of girls in that profession. So just being able to say I did that in high school I love that, you know. And it was just the feeling of being able to do play-by-play. And when I worked up to doing the boys games, you know, we did the game against Wyandanch, and it was an insane game.
That
just
was a great
doing that,
memory.
it was so much fun and so thrilling. You know, it's like there was so much going on. You had to keep up with it, and it's just exciting. It's thrilling. It's fun. Like, I can't believe I got to do this.
Yeah. Talking about our advisors, what teachers inspire you the most, or do you want to say any words of gratitude right here, right now?
Well, first off, we were talking about broadcasting. I do want to give a big thank you to Mr. Grice and Mr. Zwerling for this entire year. I know it's just been fun, all the games we did, and the field trip we went on to the Bash Awards, and like this setup right now. So I just want to give a big thank you to you guys, and I hope the club continues. And, you know, I know you guys have done a lot for us and everything, and I hope it continues because I've had a lot of fun doing this. So just big thank you to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, teachers that inspire me, I first off want to say Mr. Grice, because I've been with him a lot, like, the past 3 years as my tennis coach, and then for broadcasting, and now he was my gov teacher this year, so I see him all the time, and he's taught me a lot of stuff. You know, I feel I can go to him for anything, and just, like, you know, he gets me, and he's very inspiring. Like, he's inspired me a lot, and he's helped me a lot, and I appreciate that a lot, you know. And for other teachers, you know, Mr. Zwerling joining us for broadcasting this year was really fun. He's a really nice guy. Favorite calc teacher, you know. And other teachers, Mrs. Rosario, she's my freshman English teacher, and she's always been there for me. She's, you know, inspired me a lot. Miss Shulkin, Miss Mizraki, the list could go on and on. I love all my teachers, but those are definitely the top ones.
Yeah, I'd say I like Mr. Zyder. You know, even though I was on the baseball team, I left this year. You know, even though that happened, you know, I still love him. I still appreciate him as a coach. Like all my coaches that I had. Coach Epps, Coach Hawkins, Coach Hassan, you know, and Coach Johnson, everyone else, they all been there for me. They all love me, and, you know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. And teachers, obviously Mr. Grice and Mr. Zorling, Miss Ivino, Miss Rosario, Miss Shulkin, you know, it's just there's a lot of teachers that leave a mark on you. You always remember them for high school, and I'll always remember all of you guys. And thank you for everything that you did for me, even though, you know, I may not have been the best student in all 3 years, but 4 years, but I always remember all the high school and all the memories and classes that I had.
Thank you, guys. This is your final hosting job, and you guys did amazing.
Yep.
All right, and now, yeah, I mean, we're seniors, we're leaving.
Yep. You know, I never would imagine this. You know, 4 years ago, we didn't go to Amityville when we were in the middle school, so we were just coming back to Amityville. You know, it was something different for us, and you know, and I never thought we would have been here, you know, hosting this senior awards thing. You know, I'm just grateful that I found, like, I had a lot of friends, and, you know, I'm grateful that I found this group and all these clubs and sports teams that I joined. It just made high school amazing, and, you know, like I said, it's bittersweet, last day of high school, but like I'm always gonna remember this place. I'm always remember everyone that made it special. So thank you to everybody watching, our administrators, Dr. Cardone, all the teachers watching. So thank you for making the last 4 years special.
Yes, exactly that. You know, I don't want to repeat it, but that's exactly what this place has been so welcoming, and we're leaving it. It's bittersweet. But thank you guys for tuning in to our senior tribute show. Once again, I'm Aaron Kruder.
Sean Kruder.
Sean Kruder, and signing out.
Signing out. Never forget it.